Hi guys, welcome to your generalised reading for June. Unfortunately, due to a very bumpy month this month, I'm not going to be having time to do your individual signs this month, but you will get them for July. Okay, so let's have a little look and we'll see what's happening. Obviously we're moving into Gemini season now. Okay, so because we've got these nodal axes as well in the Gemini Sag, I spoke to you about this before, and Gemini at the end of the day, it's about making your mind up about certain things, guys. And of course we've got Mercury going retrograde as well, so Mercury of course rules Gemini, and Mercury also rules the house, Virgo house, guys, so you're making your mind up. Alright, so let's have a little look. I'm using the Robin Wood this month, alright, which are good, very good for you as far as image is concerned, so you can actually see it, it's good visual, and we'll see what's cooking, guys. Okay, that one wants to come, so I'm going to throw it out there, and we'll see what's happening. Okay, how many have I got? I've got 3, I'll take them. Okay, 3 has been my maximum, so that's 4, so maybe another 12 off the top, guys. I think I'm happy with this, and let's see. Hope you're all doing okay, and please, this is your first time to my channel, please subscribe, like and share if you're happy with the content. I do quite a lot on astrological happenings, work with the eclipses. You can also catch a few of my blogs on the website. Still a work in process as far as the updating is concerned, so bear with me on that one. So we got 4. Let's have a look. Okay. Making your mind up, guys. Perfect. Hey? Absolutely perfect. Alright, so needing to get to a stage where there's some completion for something, alright, and ultimately this could take us down the avenue of family, which is making sense to me as well, because this is all about Mars in Cancer. I personally will be really pleased to see Cancer move into the Mars Cancer energy, moving into Leo, have a little bit more fun and less stress, guys. Okay, let's pull the 4 off the top. Again, sword energy. Again, being pensive, something coming in from the past, which is very, very classic whenever we've got retrograde energies in the sky. And we have got that with Mercury, so I'm going to study these out for you in a minute. Just move my wonderful Ganesha out the way. I need him at the moment, guys. So if you're interested in a personal reading and you want to get in touch with me, I am booking from the 10th of June. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Contracts. Okay, again we've got movement. Well, this is interesting. So let's take it from the top, people. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I made that statement about Gemini and making your mind up. All right, now Gemini, we've got Venus in Gemini in the sky as well at the moment. And don't forget, guys, as we're going up to mid-month, we're going to have this Saturn and Uranus square around the 10th of June. We've also got this solar eclipse, which is a bit of a weird one. That's coming on the 10th of June as well. But we've got this direct hit coming in on the 10th of June from Saturn and Uranian energies. Okay, and I spoke to you about that. If you didn't check out my little video there on the Saturn square Uranus and the square dance that we're all experiencing this year, it may well be that you need to check that out, and you're going to understand a little deeper as to what I'm talking about here. Alright, so yeah, whatever we've been discontented with, whatever it is that actually needs to change, alright, we will have acknowledged that with the Sagittarius eclipse there that we had. We're now realising, alright, Aquarius, that at the end of the day, the old philosophies, the old way of doing things, our belief systems, all of these energies, what is true for us, what is not true, we're working through it, and as we're coming into June, yeah, quite an intense month, I'm going to be honest. May not be the best month, guys, but I always feel that sometimes, as I said, despite chaos, there is always order. Order is always returned at the end of the day, guys. So whatever we've got going on, an ongoing situation, it's going to be okay. So whether or not it's your personal life, whether or not it's your business life, I'm going to talk about contracts down here as well, whatever's cooking around family and making money, so on and so forth, that is going to come together. This is an interesting energy, all right, because we've got this sort of Princess of Sword energy. Now, when I've worked with this before, you know, Princess Sword energy, it's pages in other decks. So Page of Swords, again, it's almost like defining for yourself in a way, you know, listening to yourself rather than listening to other people's versions of things. All right, so it's working things through, I feel, needing to be methodical and steady with that. But there is definitely an indication that we've got some past connections coming back again. Now, whether or not that is dealing with contractual agreement, which is what we've got going down here, anything that we need to sign, signing on the dotted line, guys, whether or not that's a medical connection, whether or not you're moving house, guys, this could be a good time where things start to move forward. But either way, June is going to be a little bit of a, how can I put it? Again, I use these the dance terms quite a lot, and it's a bit slow, quick, slow. So we make some headway, then we may have to slow up. But either way, you know, it's learning to articulate and be flexible, I think, is the answer when we're working with June energies this time, guys. So again, World card energies, that's talking to me about trying to get to completion. Again, because we are moving into Gemini season, we can be very emotional with this Mars in Cancer energy still. It's an emotional time, guys, so it can be a little bit difficult, but we are going to get there. But it's a bit of a strange month, I feel, all right? But that's okay. Just know that you're not losing it. We're just reevaluating. And I think that this energy around this 6 is actually saying that we're reevaluating, all right? Situations, agreements, whether or not that be contractual agreements around your business life, whether or not it be your very personal lives, guys, whether or not you're actually wondering whether or not you do want to remain within that relationship, or you're feeling that you do need to now look at this, either step out or reorganise things and make it, let's just say, a little bit more balanced. And the reason I say that as well, I've actually got the 10th of June chart up, which is where these Uranian and Saturn squares are really going to be hitting. We've got direct hit that day, and obviously as we're moving into it and we're moving out of the shadow of it, so you know, it lasts a while. So yeah, June, a month where we need to be flexible in our thinking, guys. We need to be flexible and be okay with that, and know that it's okay, and we will regain a degree of balance a little bit later on. Okay, so yeah, strange times, but it's almost like we are sort of reassessing all our perspectives, the way we thought about things, the way we viewed someone or the situation, and we're now waking up to the fact that yeah, this is going to work or it's not. All right, so again, because this is what I call head energy, it's intellectual energy for me, Gemini, at the end of the day, it can be difficult, it can be confusing, guys, but ultimately, if we need to turn our back and walk away with no regret, all right, or if we need to accept, particularly with Neptune, making that square to the Gemini Sun and the retrograde Mercury in Gemini, we've got a big square aspect to not just the Uranian Saturn energies, but also Neptune. All right, and Neptune, I've spoken to you about this. Neptune is about dissolving something, dissolving situations. Neptune, Pisces energy. It's about spirituality, guys. It's not really about belief for me. I believe belief and formal religions is Jupiter, it's Sagittarius. But because we've got the nodal axes of the moon for quite a while longer yet in Gemini and in Sagittarius, Jupiter energy, guys, you're still going through the process of making decisions, okay? And it could be a tricky one in June, so just hang on. So if you're hanging on someone to buy your house, if you're hanging on someone to find you new employment, if you're hanging on to an old contract and you know that it's not getting you anywhere, if you've got any issues around insurances, contractual agreement, this could be mortgages, all of these things, all right, as you're moving through June, may take a little bit longer, but you are going to get there, all right. Certainly as we move towards Cancer season and Mars energy finally makes a shift into Leo, all right, and we've also got Venus. It's going to be making its shift into Cancer energy, so again maybe feeling a little bit more. Remember, Venus is about feelings, it's the senses, guys. Feeling a little bit more at home with things, feeling a little bit more comfortable with the changes that have been occurring as we've been moving through this year, all right. So we talked about this metamorphosis, you know, this energy of the Scorpio energy, the full moon energies. Now we've had the eclipse in Sagittarius, all right, and we're going to be moving forward now into sort of new moon energy, all right, which is going to give us that start, all right, and I'm going to try and do a little video on that a little bit later on in the month, all right, so I'd like you to check in, guys. So from the top, okay, whatever we've been discontented with, guys, all right, at the end of the day, is it not time for us to, you know, get this sorted out? Where we've been losing sleep, and anybody who's listening to this, they're probably going to get that, because we have had the craziest energy, the weirdest energy over this last month or so, and I feel that ultimately there is going to be a solution to the problem, all right. So truth is, guys, if it's money, if it's finance, all right, with this, if it is financial, I'm just going to try and move that for you a tiny bit. So if it is financial for you guys, I'm feeling that if you're looking to obtain mortgage, if it's other people's money, for instance, I'm feeling that that will come together. Again, I've got the energy of feeling a bit more stable because we've been quite methodical, and so we need to step out of this heavy sort of overthinking analysis here, again, which is of course sword energy. A need for flexibility and adaptability, because Gemini, all right, I spoke to you about this, having a lot of Gemini in the sky, guys. So whatever it is, approaching it in a methodical way. There is definitely something that may have completed but is coming back into play. Right, now this is classic. So if it is emotional, all right, we've got cup energy here, guys. If it is emotional, and again, when we take this top energy here, again, emotions, right, you know, are we looking at something in a way where we think, oh no, I can't let go of that, or I still have this memory, I still have this emotion, right, with this energy, and we're actually missing what's being offered to us, okay. And again, bringing this cup energy down here, we've got a lot of cups on the table, guys, so I am thinking we could have the odd I think we could have the odd lover popping back up again, you know, where someone that we've met, you know, that we maybe have engaged with, and we've maybe ended that, or you know, that's sort of dissolved, all right, with the Neptunian energies. But this is definitely suggesting to me that there is going to be a kickstart. Now, it is important that with these kickstart energies, again, we've got to find a degree of balance, all right? And fortunately, you bring the justice energy here, right? So if we take something back that is no longer balanced, right, or wasn't initially, and we may be thinking, Gemini energy, of taking something back, right, there's a need not to rush into it. Here we've got this Knight of Swords energy here, guys, so there is a need not to move into it too quickly. I'm trying very, very hard to get all these cards on the table so you can see them. Unfortunately, I haven't positioned my camera very well, so I apologise for that. So again, what is it that we have needed to resolve or dissolve, right? What is it that we've needed to find a solution for? What is it that we need to continue to find solutions for if we've not already done it? There is this need again where I'm saying to you what made us happy and content, and maybe that's ended, okay? Hence this energy here. This past association, okay? I've spoken to a lot of clients about this is a very karmic time, guys, you know, not just for us individually but collectively and for the planet. It's a very karmic time, and you know, it's working through all of this, okay? So what initially may have been the wish of the heart and made us happy, it may well be that we are now counting the cost of that. And it may well also be that we are weighted by that, okay? Because as I'm looking at the bottom of these cards, we've got this 10, and although I always say the back is bent but it is not broken, we've still got some energy to move forward. There are solutions, there is sun energy, but I still feel with the 3 that although there is a degree of balance, you know, we're still waiting for a result, if you like, to our actions. If it's work, guys, and there's been problems, if you've been waiting on contracts, if you've ended them and we're waiting for new position, if this is linking me again, as I said, quite a lot of cups on the table, guys. So, you know, you may have heard from an old lover, or someone is beginning to show you an interest that you've had an involvement with the past, or there's been some sort of knowingness with that. That could be coming back into play as well, all right? But again, there is a need to remain balanced, guys. This is Libra energy, all right? So there's a need to remain balanced. So if we have had a degree of separation from something, or if we have let something go because we felt that was the correct thing to do, whether or not that's be work, rest or play, it may well be that we've got things coming back in. So again, I say, what we often think is dead in the water, sometimes is not dead in the water, and it could come floating to the top again, all right? So this is really important. So any loose ends that need to be tied up, right? Gemini season's very good for that, but don't forget that Mercury is in Gemini and has gone retrograde, right? And, well, it's actually gone retrograde today. I'm doing this on the 30th of May, so you get it for tomorrow, guys. So don't forget, all right? It's a tricky one. It can be a little bit of a bumpy June, all right? And the reason for that is confusion, all right? And what I want to do, just to sort of verify this, all right, and clarify it, is bring out another deck. You know, the ones that I love the most are my Druid decks. I'm looking really old and gnarled now, guys. They're really old, and do take quite a bit of shuffling. I don't want to bore you to death with that. So I'm just going to do a quickie here for you, and we'll get 3 out and we'll see what's cooking. Okay, so yeah, if there's some confusion, choices, all right, can arise now. Do we end a contract? Do we begin it? Do we end with a lover? Do we begin with a new? Do we give someone second chances? Right? All of these energies are here. Okay, so don't forget, generalised reading, guys. All right. So yeah, definitely I need to acknowledge that things need to change, and I feel that we're also acknowledging on learning, right, with this Gemini energy as well, that what we thought was okay, what we thought would last, what we thought at the end of the day was our truth, spoken about this before, it may well be that now we're looking at it and thinking, actually, I don't think that is going to work for me. You know, I don't think these people are the right ones for me. I don't think this work is the right connection for me. All of these things. So it's about looking at things afresh in June, and that can be scary. All right, that can be scary, but we are going to be all right. There is hard work ahead, but it is going to be all right. That one's shot out, so I've brought it. And just take another two for you guys, and I'm going to finish this up and get this loaded up for you. So yeah, bit of a bumpy one, ladies and gents, but it's nothing that we cannot navigate if we do it in a balanced way. All right, we're going to be okay. That one and that one. Thank you. Let's get them over. First one over. Again, King of Cup energy, emotional energy, guys. We know this. We've got Mars in Cancer. And I've really felt that, a lot of emotion coming through, also linking with family energies, emotional security situation. All right, don't forget Cup energy, Cancer energy particularly, is Moon energy, guys. So, you know, and of course we've got Pisces and Scorpio, and because we've got this square energy in the sky around that 10th, where we've got this solar eclipse coming in, and we've got the square to both the Sun and to Mercury that day, the 10th. It's tricky. So we've got that square Neptune in Pisces, guys, in the 5th house. The 5th house is naturally Leo, and that is Sun energy. All right. So yeah. Yeah, a bit emotional, trying to work it out, trying to dissolve. Again, like I said to you before, Pisces energy, very foggy, going up the motorway, full beam on in the middle of winter, not good. What do we get back? Bounce, sort of dense light, again, where we can't actually see our way forward. Well, again, I've got this energy of the 3. This is a division card for me. It does talk about where it is quite difficult to find balance. This can be certainly within your love life, guys, you know, if that's the situation. But again, it's all about relationship energies as well. So it's like, have we now found a balance as we've been working through these last few months? All right. Are we at a place now where there is equality, where there is a degree of compromise, where we have to acknowledge also where there may have been excessive compromise on our part and less on others, and therefore, you know, we're still working it out. Okay, well, that will do. Thank you very much. That's perfect. Again, look at the swords on the table, guys. Right. So again, what we need to work out, where we need to go, what works for us. The Ace of Swords is a wonderful energy. All right. Here it is. So, big changes, newness, that's definitely coming. If you're changing your wallpaper, guys, if you're changing your bedding, if you're changing your lover, if you're changing your job, it doesn't matter. There is change, all right? If you're changing your medication, if you want to change your dates for whatever, you know, things that we weren't able to complete, guys, all right, initially, I feel that we've got this coming, so I want to go with it. I want to say, could be a little bit of a bumpy June, guys, but nothing that you can't sort out, you know, and I just want to say, time again to let go of old sort of perspectives and push the envelope a little bit, and don't be afraid to do it, right, with this Gemini energy. And if if it's a stretch for you guys and it makes you a little bit fearful, just know that, I repeat, that we can only fear what we already know, okay? We can't fear the unknown, right? So we have to free ourselves from that known situation and have faith with this Jupiter energy and keep going forward, all right? But we have got this slam dunk coming around mid-June. June, yeah, definitely. Could be a bit spongy, guys, all right? But you will get through, okay? If you want a personal reading with me, guys, obviously, you know, I work very, very differently when I'm working on a one-to-one. And you by all means get in touch with me. A lot of you have requested a shorter reading, about a 30-minute reading, and if you want to jump in for that, just let me know. And obviously there are bigger files depending on what duration you're looking for. All right, guys, I'm wishing you well. Take care, take it easy, and just get through. We will get through, guys. It'll come together, I promise. Take care. Bye now.